That was the worst news we'd ever had in our lives.
Neither of our families have had anything like that.
You see it in films and plays and stories, but when it actually happens to you and your family and somebody so close as your son, at any age, but certainly at a tender age of 18, it was such a shock.
We both just started university, we were both 18, you're supposed to have the time of your life, and all of a sudden I was struck down by cancer. I mean, 18, I thought I was immortal. I thought, you know, nothing could touch me, and all of a sudden I've got cancer, you know, something that old people get, I thought. I was told the news by the ENT surgeon, but in the same room that day was a Macmillan nurse called Pat who worked in haematology, and from that day onwards I'd always see Pat, and she helped me massively through the experience. I now work here in the Queen's Hospital in Burton, where I was actually treated, at a place where at one time I didn't like to come at all, but now I actually work here because my experience has actually pushed me in the direction of healthcare and helping others, and so that's why I now work here in the pharmacy, and every day I work with the people who help to treat me, and together hopefully we can treat others like me in the future.
The counselling and support he got from Pat, who's a great Macmillan nurse, and she offered a lot of support and guidance for Tom and also the family and myself in understanding what the cancer was and how to get through it, and the different feelings we were all having, and enabling us to kind of understand what we were actually going through as people.
Sometimes said that it's more painful at the time for the family than it is for the patient. Because I think the patient's embroiled all the visits and the chemotherapy, and I suppose the bewilderment of it all, the shock and everything else. And I think at times it probably was as hard to be a parent of a son, an offspring that's got cancer.
Cancer's always worse for people that don't have it. It's always worse for the loved ones and people that care about you, because if you've got it, you don't have a choice. You've got to go through it. You can't give up. I know Tom through my ex-girlfriend at university, who was a good friend of Christina, Tom's girlfriend. We met in first year. Our halls of residence were right next to each other, and through an unfortunate set of circumstances we became rather close. As you know, Tom was diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma, and then because of him basically having it, and through my relationship to him, I found out, well, that's what caused me to go and get myself checked out, and found out that I had exactly the same disease. Is cancer going to be the defining thing of my life? No, it won't. And part of the reason that would be is because I had the support network around me from Tom, from Macmillan. It was never serious for me. Cancer was, it was like the mumps, the measles. That was it.